This meeting will now come to order. This is the Vergne Board of Zoning Appeals. It is November 26th. This is the regular meeting scheduled for 5:30 this evening. I'll call this meeting to order. I see that everyone is attending here, so we do have a full quorum. Has everyone had a chance to read the minutes from October 3rd?
Make a motion, Chairman, to accept as submitted.
We have a motion on the floor to accept the minutes as presented. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Minutes are approved as presented. We have one item of business this evening. It is a request for special exception to operate a recycling collection facility, Clay Mathis, Cardboard and More, 497 Dick Buchanan Street, Industrial Zoning District, and a property is owned by Shams Properties. May we have your report?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Mathis currently operates Cardboard and More Recycling, which is located down the street at 404 Dick Buchanan. And he has been there since the board approved him back in February of 2012. Excuse me, looking at some new feedback in here from that microphone. At any rate, he has asked to move his operation down the street roughly a half mile because the neighboring property owner, who owns the supermercado, has rented out part of his space to a mechanic. There is extremely limited space for unloading and loading of his delivery trucks, and the mechanic apparently has a lot of people parking, probably parking illegally, but parking nonetheless in the shared alleyway, and is preventing proper circulation through the site. And Mr. Mathis is concerned about the amount of traffic on Dick Buchanan at that specific location where it's extremely industrial, extremely narrow, and with the supermercado having a lot of retail traffic, he's just concerned that someone's going to be hit by a car at some point, and there have been some close calls apparently. So he has secured a potential space down the street at 497, which is close to the intersection with Sand Hill. And it currently has a almost 4,200 square foot light metal shell industrial building there. There is a gentleman operating an equipment repair shop, and the site, as you can see, is it's pretty sizable. It's 1.15 acres. It only has one building on it. And as you can see, it has a wide entrance. It's got about 60 feet of frontage. He's going to be able to come in, pull his trucks in to the building here if he needs, or he can route them around so that all of his unloading and loading and sorting, processing will be done out of sight from the public. He is here because this property is zoned I-1 light industrial, and the recycling collection facilities are a special exception in the I-1 district, just like the parcel that he has down the street. You can see here, that's where he's wanting to go. That's Sand Hill right here. This is where he's at now, and there's about 4 buildings there. So he really only has about 15 feet of loading, unloading area, and it's pretty tight. So this is the front of 497 where it meets Sand Hill up here. As you can see, it's a lot less congested, there's a lot fewer businesses in the area, and Dick Buchanan is somewhat wider here as well. That's not a very good shot, but that's looking back down Dick Buchanan towards his current site, closer to Murfreesboro Road. There's already a chain link and barbed wire fence. He's got a really wide entrance area. As you can see, there's the existing shop. He can pull in here, he can pull around here, go around to the back. There's a cabinet shop directly here at 501, and that's the last parcel on the street. There is a fence that's looking to the left of the building. I'm sorry for that photo. That's looking at that's the property line with the parcel on the west, 501, which is the last one on Dick Buchanan. So you can see there's a big buffer and a fence. You can't really see it that well, but there is a fence there. It's mostly gravel, compact gravel. It's fairly impervious already. That's just looking at the back of the parcel. And you can see where there's just a lot more room and a lot of area for him to do his work out of sight from the public. So That's his current site, and you can see where his trucks, that's, the entrance is right here to the supermercado, and he's got to have all his trucks right there in the front, so that's just a little bit, another shot of it, so that's it.
Okay, thank you. Is Mr. Mathis here this evening? Would you take the podium, please? Would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Any comments you would like to express to the board?
Just that trying to back in off the road, we're blocking the traffic up. We've already had a few complaints as far as my people going out and stopping traffic to get the trucks in off the road. I've swapped my stuff to hauling late afternoon and night, less traffic to get in and out of. The picture right there is where we back in from, in front of those trucks. The trucks coming into my facility are having to back out from between the buildings, and the road frontage where they're coming in off the road, they come in sometimes a little fast. We've had a couple cars nearly run up underneath some of the county trucks. We're just concerned somebody's going to get hurt. By moving down to the other place, it'll allow my trucks to actually leave the roadway into our area where that we're not impeding traffic or bothering anybody as far as coming up and down from a safety standpoint.
Okay, thank you. Do any board members have any questions?
Another question for the staff. Do we have any issues for the code enforcer on this project since he started his
No, as far as his current
Correct.
business, no, I have not received any phone calls, and I'm not aware of any complaints to the codes department.
A question for you, for the applicant. On our rules and regulations, it says that having an opaque fence having a minimum height of 6 feet must be installed along any property line adjacent to the residential or commercial zoning. Understand this is industrial. Would you have any issues putting the opaque sliders into the link fence around the property so you can cover you up a little bit?
You're talking about like the black stuff that's at Express?
Just similar, something similar where it would just be consistent down the street.
Yes.
You had no problem doing that
No.
around the whole building?
No.
Yeah. Other questions, Mr. Chairman?
Any other questions? Yes. No questions? I'll entertain a motion that either to approve or deny the petition.
I'll make motion to accept the, as submitted, exclusion of putting a what should we call it, a fence that's not see-through around the whole property.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. We'll take a vote. All those say aye. Signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed? You're in. Thank you. Is there any old business to be taken? There being none, all business has been concluded. This meeting is now adjourned.